Hello everyone, Nikita here. In this presentation, I'm going to discuss about carbon-nitrogen bond formation. CN bond formation is useful in organic synthesis as it many compounds contain the carbon-nitrogen bond. Similar to CC bond, CN bond has a wide variety of importance in organic synthesis because many compounds contain the CN bond like amines, pyrols, and so on. So we can say how we can form the carbon nitrogen bond in different ways. Either nitrogen can be nucleophilic and carbon can be electrophile. So the nitrogen has an extra charge and it can form the bond with the carbon. Then we can get the CN bond, or vice versa, where the carbon can be nucleophile and nitrogen can be electrophile. So we will look towards the both type of reaction in this presentation. First we will see towards the nucleophilic nitrogen, where it behaves as a nucleophile and it attacks on the electrophilic carbon to form the CN bond. It includes two type of reaction. Either it can be substitution reaction or either it can be addition reaction. Here nitrogen has a extra lone pair, so it behaves as a nucleophile and it can attack on electrophilic carbon where the carbon is bonded with the more electronegative atom, so that electronegative atom can be released as a leaving group. So if nitrogen has extra lone pair of electron, then it can attack on the carbon like in haloalkanes. From there the halogens can release by taking its extra by taking bond pair of electrons. So here CN bond formation will take place and halides or other like OH negative can be released, and we'll get the substitution. By the substitution reaction we can form the CN bond. Similarly, nitrogen can also give the addition reaction with the carbonyl compound and it can form the CN bond like here, and it can protonatate later, then it can be converted into OH. So these type of reaction can be done with the nucleophilic nitrogen. Here I have shown two drugs, that is epinestine and anastrozole. Blue balls are showing the nitrogen. So these are nitrogen containing drugs. Epinestine is antihistamic drug which is used for the allergic purpose, especially for the in the eye drops, and anastrozole is a triazole drug which is used for the breast cancer. Now coming to substitution reaction, where we will see that ammonia and amines are useful to synthesize the CN bond formation. So when ammonia reacts with alkyl halides, then it releases the HX by the substitution reaction. How the reaction goes, and this nitrogen, ammonia's nitrogen has extra lone pair of electron, so it will react with the alkyl halide. So it will attack on this carbon and this X will release. So this is nucleophilic substitution reaction will happen and we'll get the amines, primary amines. Further reaction with the primary amine with the alkyl halide will release the one more HX molecule, then we'll get the 2-degree amine. If 2-degree amine is further reacted with the alkyl halide, then it will provide the 3-degree amine. So in the every subsequent step, one hydrogen halide molecule removes and one alkyl groups can add. So from the initially ammonia and alkyl halide we can get the primary, secondary and tertiary amine. Further, if tertiary amine is also reacted with the alkyl halide, then it will provide the quaternary ammonium salt. So by this method we can synthesize the wide variety of CN bond formation, and the different type of amines and quaternary ammonium salts can be synthesized. Now coming to the other reaction where the alkyl halide can be converted into amines, this is known as the Gabriel thalamide synthesis. Thalamide, this structure is for the thalamide. So this thalamide reacts in the KOH media, then this hydrogen will release with the OH ion, and here we will get the N potassium thalamide. This N potassium thalamide can be alkylate in presence of alkyl halide, so it will release the potassium halide, and here the alkylation will occur on the nitrogen. So N alkyl thalamide in presence of aqueous hydrolysis, what will happen, this bond will break. Here H and here OH will come if we are taking water molecule, or here we are taking NaOH, so it will give the sodium salt of here, sorry, OH. This will from the sodium salt of phthalic acid, and it will give the primary amines. Though alcohols are not so much reactive towards the ammonia, but in presence of alumina and a very high temperature, the water can be eliminated from both, and it can form the carbon nitrogen bond and provides the amines. Ammonia can react with the epoxides. So here ring opening will take place because ammonia has a nucleophilic behavior. So this ammonia nitrogen lone pair will attack on this carbon, and this ring opening will take place. So we will get the amino alcohol. Beta amino alcohol can further react with the epoxide molecule because it behaves as a primary amine. So here nitrogen also has a lone pair. So it can attack on this carbon, and this oxygen will, this bond will opens. So we will get the diethanol amine that can further react and gives the triethanol amine in a similar fashion. So ammonia also can participate in epoxide ring opening and can form the CN bond formation. Now coming to the intramolecular nucleophilic substitution reaction, where the beta amino alcohols can form the cyclic amines. This is very important, industrial important reaction for to synthesize the aziridine. This is known as the Venker synthesis. Here we can see beta amino alcohols are taken, which is treated with the sulfuric acid at high temperature around 200 to 250 degrees Celsius. Then this will form the monosulfate ester. Here the nitrogen is protonated by this H plus ion, and this OH will convert into the sulfate. So the monosulfate ester will form, which on further treatment with the sodium hydroxide, what will happen, this is a base, so it will abscess this proton of the amines. RNH2 positive will convert into NH. So here nitrogen will have a lone pair, then this will attack on this carbon, and this sulfate will release in this step. So here the ring closure step will take place, and sulfate will release as a leaving group, and we'll get the aziridines. Now coming to the carbylamine reaction, where the primary amines react with the chloroform in basic media and forms a isonitrile. So it is also a CN bond formation reaction where the different functional moieties are forming. So how the reaction takes place? In the carbylamine reaction, we get the dichlorocarbene intermediate, which act further with the amines and provides the isocyanide. In the basic media, chloroform will, when the base will attack on the chloroform, it will release the water molecule and form the CCl3 anions. Because carbon has a negative charge here, but because chlorine is more electronegative, so it will release and form the dichlorocarbene. This dichlorocarbene has electrodeficiency, so it will attach with the amines, where the nitrogen will attack on the carbon and will form the bond here. So because now nitrogen has a 4 valency, so that is a positive charge, and carbon has a negative charge. So it will release this proton from here, and this proton will move through the carbon. So here we'll get the hydrogen on the carbon. Now in this adduct will get the chlorine will release and will get this iminium ion. From there hydrogen ion will release and will get this adduct. Now from there, when the nitrogen lone pair will shift towards the carbon and the Cl negative will release, will get the 3 bonds between the nitrogen and carbon, because here the carbon has a hydrogen. In presence of a basic media, this proton will be released and will get the isocyanides. It is an important reaction to test the primary amines. It can be aliphatic or it can be aromatic. Isocyanide has a differentiate smell and it can be tested in laboratories also. Now coming to the nitrides, metal nitrides can behave differently with the haloalkanes like silver nitride or potassium nitride. Silver nitride is a covalent metal nitride which reacts with the alkyl nitride. Then here nitrogen lone pair will attack on the carbon and will form the nitroalkanes. Because it is a covalent compound, so nitrogen lone pair will attack instead of oxygen's lone pair. While in the potassium nitride, because it is an ionic compound, here the oxygen has a negative charge, so it will attack on the alkyl halides and form the bond with the carbon. So we will get the alkyl nitride instead of nitroalkanes. Here we are focusing on the CN bond formation, so I am showing one example for the alkyl halide which reacts with the silver nitride compound. So because it is a covalent compound, so Ag here will release and will get the nitroalkanes. Now we will look towards the nucleophilic addition reaction of ammonia or amines towards the carbonyl carbon, because it can also add on the multiple bonds. So when aldehydes react with the ammonia in presence of HCN, it can form the alpha amino nitrile and it can further hydrolyze to give the amino acid. So it is important reaction to synthesize the amino acid by the aldehyde. It is known as Strecker synthesis. Because our importance reaction is here the CN bond formation, we will look towards the mechanism of this step. So aldehyde reacts with the ammonia. So ammonia, how it will add? It is nucleophile and carbon is electrophilic in nature of carbonyl carbon due to the high electronegativity of oxygen. So it will attack here and it will form this compound. Now acid base reaction will take place and this hydrogen from the ammonia will shift towards the O negative and will get this alcohol amine from here, and this will protonate in presence of acidic media. Then from the HCN it will give the H plus ions to the OH ion, then it will convert into aqua complex. OH2 positive will come here, so it will release by the lone pair of nitrogen can shift towards the carbon and it will release the OH2. So here we will get the iminium ion. Now here, because nitrogen has a positive charge, this carbon can attack on the carbon and this electron pair will take by the nitrogen. So we will get the alpha amino nitriles. Further, they can be hydrolyzed and cyanide will convert into the acid group in presence of acidic media. So ammonia can react with the aldehyde and can form the iminium ions. Similarly, amines can also react with the aldehyde or ketone. Here we have shown RNH2 reacts with the carbonyl compounds. Then what will happen? Simply water will release and amines will form. The mechanism will be similar. Here the carbonyl compound amines will attack, so first adduct will form and O negative will be here and RNH2 will be here. Because the O negative, so acid base reaction will take place and this hydrogen will go from the RNH2 to the O negative. Then we'll get this structure and in presence of H plus ion water will release. So here we'll get the amines by this mechanism. One example we have taken, the benzaldehyde can react with the methylamine and forms the amines by the release of a water molecule. If secondary amines react with the carbonyl compound, then they form the enamines. Here we can see the reaction and mechanism. 2-degree amine react with the aldehyde or ketone which contains the alpha hydrogen, then it will form the enamine structure. First, amines will react to the carbonyl carbon by the nucleophilic addition reaction, so adduct will form. Now acid base reaction will take place, so this hydrogen will migrate to this oxygen and will get this compound. Now in presence of acidic media, this OH2 this will form the OH2 and it will release in the next step. So we will get the imines like structure, because here we have the hydrogen ion and nitrogen is also positive charge. So what will happen, this base will attack on this proton and it will convert into the enamines, or we can say the proton removal will lead to the formation of enamines. So enamines are good intermediates to synthesize the different products. So by these type of steps we can form the different CN bond formation where the nitrogen is behaving as a nucleophile. Now we will see where the nitrogen behaves as an electrophile and carbon is behaving as a nucleophile. So it can form also the bond between carbon and nitrogen. First reaction is the nitrosation reaction, where the nitrosation means the introduction of NO group into the organic molecule. So carbon should behave as a nucleophile here. So carbon we can take the enol or carbon ions, and an electrophilic nitrogen can be from the nitrous acid, which can be represented as the HNO2 or HONO. So it can be represented like this. Or we can take the alkyl nitrite. So where instead of H here we can take the R group. So when they treated with each other, they form the nitrosoalkanes. Mechanism we can see, when nitrous acid in presence of the strong acid like sulfuric acid can be treated, then this H plus will goes to the oxygen's lone pair and it will convert into OH2 positive. In the next step, this lone pair of oxygen will goes towards the nitrogen and water will release, so we'll get the nitrosonium ion. Here the N triple bond O plus, that is known as nitrosonium ion. This nitrosonium ion can react with the enols where the carbon behaves as a nucleophile. So here this bond formation will take place here, and this because enols has a nucleophilic carbon, so this bond can goes here and it will form the bond with the nitrogen. So we'll get here double bond OH plus will come here, and then H plus ion will release from here. So we'll get the carbonyl compound back and we'll get the nitrosoalkane. If there is a alpha hydrogen present on the nearest carbon, that can shift towards the tautomerism and we can get the oximes. Now the other reaction where the nitrogen carbon bond can form, it is known as nitration. Nitrogen behaves as an electrophile here, and addition of nitro group is known as nitration. So how the NO2 group can be positive or electrophile, and it can attack with the electron rich substrates. So we'll see the acetic acid can react with the nitric acid. In nitric acid, then what will happen, it will form the bond. See here, this oxygen will attack on this proton and this will release as an acetate ion. So here we will get this species where the OH2 positive is here. So this will provide the electron and it will remove. So we will get the water will eliminate it and we will get the NO2 positive. This NO2 positive can react with the arene substrate and we will get the arenium ion. By the arenium ion intermediate, it will form the nitrobenzene. Similarly, here we have used the acetic acid versus the nitric acid to form the nitronium ion, NO2 positive, and that can be formed with different mechanism where the HNO2 can react with the sulfuric acid. So here we will get the sulfuric acid as behaves as a behaves as a strong acid, so it will provide the hydrogen ion to the nitric acid. From there the H2O will release and will get the NO2 positive. This NO2 positive behaves as an electrophile and aromatic electrophilic substitution reaction will take place with the benzene and will get the arenium ion species. There this is stabilized by the resonance with the different ions, and in the last step H plus ion will release and will get the nitrobenzene. So by these different methods we can form the different CN bond formation. They are useful to synthesize the different drugs molecules. Our different pharmaceutical products can be used. Different personal care products also have the CN bond formation. So either carbon can be electrophilic in nature or can be nucleophile in nature. So they can form the bond and gives the different products like amines, nitro compounds, cyanides compounds, and so on. Thank you.